What's up, guys? It's Dakota. Sitting outside my hotel right now. If you didn't know, I'm in Tennessee. Made the drive out here last weekend. It's Sunday today. But last Friday, John put out a post that they needed some help. He didn't specifically say that they needed help, but you could tell by the post they needed help. So I headed out this way. I sent John a message on Facebook telling him that I would be hopping in the car and heading out. Apparently he told Amanda he'd see it when he believed it. Well, I'm here, so that's a thing. He didn't tell me anything, he didn't say it, I just did it. So I hopped in the car Saturday morning. I was going to leave Friday night, but I needed to get some sleep before driving 24 hours straight. So I got some sleep. Left about 9:30, 9:45 or so. By about noon, I was up in Truckee. I had lunch with Ben. It was really nice. He bought me lunch. That helped out a lot because, I didn't have to stop for quite a while. I didn't eat that much on the way out here at all. It was a lot of protein shakes, a lot of aminos. There was a lot of bathroom breaks. So I took I-80 through Nevada, went across the Salt Flats, went into Utah. In Utah, I stopped for a couple minutes to use the bathroom and change clothes. Went through Utah into Wyoming. About a third of the way in or so, I stopped at a Love's truck stop and took an hour and a half nap there, and then drove all the rest of the way through Wyoming. Right before Cheyenne, I turned down, went through Colorado, and then into Kansas. I'll talk about Kansas. about Kansas here in a minute. Kansas and me are not friends. I was going to, in Kansas, I was going to turn down to go to Oklahoma and spend a couple hours at Yeti Tack with Bill and Rachel Peters, but they ended up getting sick, so that didn't end up happening. Said I went all the way through Kansas, through Missouri, down through Illinois, through Kentucky, and here into Tennessee. It was a heck of a ride. It was mapped out. It was supposed to be 33 hours. I think it was supposed to be more the way that I did it. I don't think I followed that specific path that said it was 33 hours, but it was a lot of driving. I did it in 2 days. I did it in under 48 hours, so just barely, like literally by like a half an hour. I ended up getting here about noon. Got to the shop and talked to John and shook his hand. Told him I was here to work. He told me he'd have me shipping. Man showed me how to ship, and according to her, I'm doing fantastically. Putting out more product than the last guy by quite a bit. And I'm happy to hear that. That's awesome. So for those of you that haven't been through Nevada, Nevada is the state of cigarettes, cheap whiskey, and prostitution. Everywhere you stop smells like cigarettes, cheap whiskey, and prostitution. Any truck stop, doesn't matter. And lots of slot machines. Utah was cool. Really cool because they're, instead of being 75 for their highway speeds, it was between 80 and 85. So I was actually able to make some frickin' time and distance, which was nice. In Wyoming was really, really weird. I'm glad I drove most of it through the night. There was a lot of weird, just like standing up in the middle of the road, or in the middle of fields off the road, perpendicular and parallel to themselves. A bunch of weird, like, fences that weren't connected to anything or anybody. There were some windmills out, and at the very end there were some oil derricks. When I got into Colorado was cool. It was nice weather. Colorado had had a couple tollways that apparently were started building like 5 years ago and never got finished. So there was no actual tolls, even though it said it was a tollway. They have the signs up and everything. So that was a thing. What else is there? There was a lot of cutoffs, which I'm assuming was because of the snow. That if it was flashing, you couldn't go there. You couldn't go down there. I'm assuming just because it snows so much. And then there's Kansas. Oh my God, Kansas. If you've never driven through Kansas, Kansas sucks. It sucks horribly. I will never drive through Kansas again if I have my choice. There's a reason that the only thing you know of Kansas is the Wizard of Oz. It's because there's nothing there. It is literally nothing but barren fields, fields of corn, fields of sunflower, fields of soy, and a couple of oil derricks. And I think there might have been some wind turbines. And that's about it. Kansas sucks so bad, not only can they not put the lines on their freeway straight, no, they have to actually give land away for people to come there. There is billboards saying free land for residential and commercial use going through Kansas. Kansas sucked. Fuck Kansas. So, getting out of Kansas, went through Kansas City. Kansas City also sucked. I don't like Kansas City, even though most of it's Missouri. Went through Missouri. I stopped off at Kingdom Pass. I was only supposed to sleep there for like 2 hours, but I ended up sleeping like 4. So I ended up having like 5.5 hours of sleep during this whole trip. Right when I hit St. Louis, I turned off through St. Louis to go down through Illinois. Went through Illinois. I stopped off at Illinois to change clothes. So I'd have work clothes on that I could actually do stuff in, instead of shorts and a t-shirt I'd been wearing for a day already. Stopped through there, and I got a message from John asking where I was. I told him I was a couple hours away. And then I finished through Illinois, went through Kentucky and into Tennessee. It's been a heck of a trip. It was definitely a heck of a trip. I've literally never been east of Reno. So I learned a lot. Just about different states and stuff like that. I carried concealed, like always, all the way through everything. I never got stopped. Everybody was happy. Here, everybody's awesome. Everybody's happy. There's no BS. It's been a good day. It's been a good move. It feels surreal. I got the job at SOE. Obviously. SOE right there makes me happy. We're moving everything over to the new building. Actually, that should be mostly done by tomorrow. I'm not working today since I'm doing some more house hunting. But the plan is to move my family out here, get them out here within the next 2 months. The house that I'm looking at right now, I looked at 5 houses yesterday. The one that I like the most is about 1,500 square feet. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath on 6.8 acres of land. Most of the land itself is forest area that's all on the back of the property, but it's nice. It's really nice. I gotta go see a couple other places today. I already talked to the realtor about the one place that I really liked. I gotta see how much I can get in financing, try to get financing done, and get all of that crap taken care of. I said there's some structural integrity issues on the realtor sheet that's sitting over there, but it doesn't specify what they are, so I have to have an inspector go through and find out what the issues are, approximately how much it's going to cost to fix it, and then I'll have to roll that into the cost of buying the house. But so far, in 1 week, I'm making almost more than I was making in 2 weeks out there in California, and the cost of living here is considerably less. So I can actually afford to buy a house, which will be nice, because especially if I get the place that I want to get, I can do a bunch of the stuff that I want to do. And around here, the people are nice. Everybody's been absolutely awesome. John and Amanda have been absolutely amazing. It's been surreal. It's been really surreal. I still feel like I'm dreaming. So that was my main after action report. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment. I'm going to throw this up on Facebook, and I'll talk to you guys later.